not comfortable. I did film an intro, but I didn't film. Are you guys in a reading rut? If so, a few books that I think you must read. If you're new here, my name is Simone. I make lifestyle, reading content, any type of content you would want me to make. Singing content, I make it all. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into this video. Going a little bit in order, the first book that I think y'all should read is called Tumble. It's by Cecilia C. Perez. 12-year-old Adela Addie Ramirez has a big decision to make when her stepfather proposes adoption. Addie loves Alex, the only father figure she's ever known. But with a new half-brother due in a few months and a big school theater performance on her mind, everything suddenly feels like it's moving too fast. There's a million questions, and the first is about the young man in the photo she found hidden away in her mother's things. Addie's sleuthing takes her to a New Mexico ranch, and her world expands to include the legendary Bravos, Rosie and Pancho, her paternal grandparent, former professional wrestlers, Eva and Maggie, her older identical twin cousins, who love to sprawl in and out of the ring, Uncle Mateo, whose lucha couture and advice are unmatched, and Manny, her biological father, who's in the midst of a career comeback as a luchadores, fighters. The Bravos carry a strong legacy, but being part of a family is so much harder. It's about showing up, taking off your mask, and working through challenges together. So basically this is as I just read out, that's what the book's about. And this is I guess you could call it a Hispanic book, but it was still so good, and I think y'all should read this. Go check it out at your local library, Amazon, if anybody still uses Amazon. And yeah, I think y'all should read this. The next book, my mom actually, shout out to my mother, she watches all my videos. She actually suggested this book for me to read called Tiger Eyes. I'm pretty sure this also has a movie. Or no, this book is by Judy Blume, who writes Margaret, I'm God, Are You Asking Me? I'll put it somewhere over here because I don't know what it's called. I think she's the one that writes that book. And so yeah, my mom suggested that I read this book, and so I picked this up. Actually, I think I picked it up got it off Amazon. So this is what she suggested, and this is what it's about, obviously. Davy Wexler has never felt so alone. Her father has just been shot in a holdup at his 7-Eleven store, and now her mother has transplanted her and her little brother to New Mexico to stay with family and recover. But Davy is withdrawn, full of rage and fear and loneliness. Loneliness. Then one day, while exploring a canyon, she meets Wolf, intense, brooding, mysterious Wolf, who can read her sad eyes. And he is the one who helps her realize that she must find a way to move forward with her life. Davy, one of Judy Blume's most hauntingly true characters, captures the deep ways a person can change, ways that cannot be seen, only felt. So this is a more, I'm not going to say depressing, but there's depressing elements to it. So if you're not in the mood for that, then I would wait on reading this book. But I do think y'all should give this book a try. And yes, I have all these books, and I do read all physical copies of the books, but some of them are in a box that I don't feel like taking it out, so that's just not gonna happen. The next book is called The Way I Am Now. I have no clue how I fit. Actually, I think I picked this up at a bookstore, I think, and the description just sounded good to me. Let's get into that. Eden and Josh never had a fair shot at a healthy relationship. When they dated in high school, they each had their own problems, secrets that got in the way of the deep connection that they felt toward one another. Unbeknownst to Josh, Eden was carrying the burden of a devastating sexual assault, while Josh was coping with his own private struggle of having an alcoholic father. Months after Eden and 2 other girls publicly accused the rapist, Eden is starting college while their case goes to trial. Now, when she and Josh reconnect, it seems like it might finally be the right place at the right time for them to make it work. But is their love strong enough to withstand the chaos of college and the crushing realities of a trial that will determine whether Eden gets the justice she deserves? So again, like the Tiger Eyes book, with the element of Eden being sexually assaulted and Josh having an alcoholic father, if any of that resonates with you, like, I would still read the book, but like, if it hits a nerve, then most definitely wait until it like subsides. If you know that, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You get the point. So yeah, that's book number 3 I suggest. And no, these are not in the order that I read it, because one book I read before all these other books, but I'll tell you which one it is. The next book that I think y'all should read, I also did pick this up at a bookstore because the description of the book looked good, but it's called The Roommate Pact. Very good book. It's a romance book, obviously. Pause. Okay. And like the it's like Tumble. This is a Hispanic book. It has the main character is Hispanic, like in Tumble. Here's the description. Okay. Now, after I've read the Jeanette's book, I got into, actually this might have been before, I got into this whole series, which I'll put on the side, called The Epidemic, or The Program. The series is called like The Program, but the second book is called The Epidemic. Got the books that I need for now. So as I was saying about The Epidemic, this is the 4th book in the series. It goes, the first book, so y'all don't have to look this up. The first book is The Program, second is The Treatment, third is The Remedy, I have it sitting over there somewhere, 4th is The Epidemic, 5th is The Adjustment, and the 6th is The Complication. I haven't bought The Adjustment or The Complication. I'm pretty sure I probably need to read The Epidemic again because I don't remember any of it. But it is a good book, don't get me wrong. So yeah, no, this is The Epidemic by Suzanne Young. In a world before the program, Quinlan McKee has spent her life acting as other people. She was a closer, a person hired to play the role of the recently deceased in order to give their families closure. Through this process, Quinn learned to read people and situations, even losing a bit of herself to do so. But she couldn't have guessed how her last cause would bring down her entire world. The only person Quinn still trusts is Deacon, her best friend and the love of her life. Except, Deacon's been keeping secrets of his own, so Quinn must set out alone to find Arthur Pritchard, I think that's how I say it, the doctor who's been trying to control her life. The journey brings Quinn to Arthur's daughter, Virginia, and Quinn quickly discovers that the two have a frightening amount in common. The secrets about both of their pasts could hold the key to fighting an epidemic, but Quinlan doesn't want to be a cure. And with all the lies surrounding her, she realizes she has no one left to rely on but herself, even if she doesn't know who that is anymore. Itches your reading scratch? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I would give this book a try, but obviously read the first 3 before you get to this book. The next book is called The Nerve. Again, I do have this book, but it's in a box that I don't feel like going through. And The Nerve, it does have a movie. I read the book before I watched the movie. The book is way better than the movie, but aren't all books that have a movie. So The Nerve, from what I remember, I don't remember what the main character's name was, but she got an app called Nerve, and it would give her different tasks to do. Like it would be like, oh, go kiss so-and-so. Like it would be little medium or like minimal task. I don't know if that makes sense. It would be like kitty type tasks at first, is what I'm trying to say. And then it would like grow and grow and grow. And be like, oh, well, go to such and such's house and steal his whatever. Like it would get grander from what I remember. So that's what Nerve is. Now the next book I do have with me. Again, I have all these books, but some of them are in boxes. It's called The Summer Feeling. And I did get this book. Again, most of these books I did get, except for the one I said I read on Audible. Technically I did get that book, but I got it on Audible. But all these books, well, this book I got from Amazon. Tiger Eyes, I'm pretty sure I got it from Amazon. The rest I got at a bookstore, and the description just called my name. But yeah, no, The Summer Feeling. Garland Moore used to believe in magic, the power of optimism and signs from the universe. Then her husband surprised her with divorce papers over Valentine's Day dinner. Now Garland isn't sure what to believe anymore, except that she's clearly never meant to love again. When new friends invite her to spend a week at their reopened sleepaway camp, she and her sister decide it's an opportunity to enjoy the kind of summer getaway they never had as kids. If Garland still believed in signs, this would sure seem like one. Summer camp is a chance to let go of her past and start fresh. Nestled in the picturesque Blue Ridge Mountains, Camp Coral Cove provides the exact escape Golan always dreamed of, until she runs into Mason, the man she had a premonition about after one brief meeting years ago. No matter how she tries to run, the universe appears determined to put love back into Golan's life. She even ends up rooming with Mason's sister, Stevie, a vibrant former park ranger who is as charming as she is competitive. The more time Golan spends with Stevie, the more the signs confuse her. The stars are aligning in a way Golan never could have predicted. Amid camp tournaments and moonlight dances, Golan continues to be pulling toward the beautiful blonde outdoors woman who makes her laugh and swoon. Summer camp doesn't last forever, but if Golan can learn to trust her, the love she finds there just might. So I'm gonna say, for this book, what really caught my eye when I was reading that was the divorce papers over Valentine's Day dinner. I said, Valentine's Day, that's crazy. That's crazy. But you know, give this book a read. Also, let me know if I should make a Goodreads and just put all these books on there and what stars I give them, because I think you do stars on that app. I'm not sure. The next book, again, I'd have to go get the next book because that one is somewhere over there. The next book is called I'm So Not Over You. And I do have another book that I didn't finish that's a lesbian book, but the way that the author like wrote that book, I was like, no, I can't do this. So I had to DNF that. Also, I feel like if you're watching this video, you do know what DNF is because you're part of the reading community. But if you don't, DNF means did not finish. But I got this book because it's a gay book, and we love the gays, the girls, the trans, the lesbians, all the people in that community. We love them. I'm So Not Over You, which I got because we love the girls, the guys, the gays, the lesbians, all the people in that community. And that's that description. Okay, I will be right back because I need to go get one other book. The next book is called Hear My Heart by Tay Monet. My sister put me onto this book, but I really like this book because it has a deaf character. Nakira, the main character, is deaf, and we do get some sign language in there. Obviously, you can't see what she's signing, but you can't see what she's signing, but why can't I talk? You can't see what she's signing because you're reading it, but when she's signing, it has she italicizes, oh my gosh, I can't talk. She italicizes what the times when she's signing. But you know, this is a very, very good book. Growing up in a deaf family that ignored her caused Nakira to embrace the silence. When she meets Rome, she believes she's found the one, and after years of being together, the two decide it's time to finally tie the knot when tragedy hits. Then he comes into the picture, and her whole world is suddenly flipped upside down. No matter how forbidden he might be, she can't seem to ignore the feelings forming for him. Everything she thought she knew is suddenly being tested and leaves her conflicted. Nakira is now torn between staying committed or facing new possibilities. Now, the person that she's engaged to, Rome, we don't like him. We don't like him. Rome, he diminishes her deafness. Like, he doesn't look at her when he's talking. He doesn't even try to learn how to sign. So I don't even know why she was with him. But when she meets Creed, we do like him. Creed makes an effort. He looks at her when he's talking, when she finally tells him, or when she tells him that she's deaf and can't hear him. She's like, you have to look at me when you're talking so I can read your lips. And he's like, but I'll do that. And then to level up on that, he also goes to Nakira's cousin and learns signs so he can sign to her. And that was so cute because he actually made an effort to communicate with her. But you know, this book is really good. Pick this up at any local library, bookstore y'all have. Okay, now we're going on to the books that I don't feel like going to get, because I do have them, but I don't feel like. The Love Hypothesis. Some people may say that the beginning or that the book is just stupid, but in my opinion, it was a good book. I don't remember what the character's name was. Excuse me. But one is pretty sure she's a medical student, and then the other one is her professor, or like a professor, and she either accidentally or she like purposely accidentally kisses him, and it turns into this whole romantic thing basically. Save the Date, it highlights the family of the main character, and her sister, I believe, is the one that's getting married, and they just have all these chaotic things happening to them. The brother, I don't know if I'm saying the right things, but I'm just making examples. The brother gets the wrong cake, and then like decorations are all wrong. They have to like go find the invitation. All different chaotic things happen, but at the end of the day, the sister does get married, and all things are well. The QB bad boy in me. Again, all these books I've read, but I don't remember half of what happened. Basically, it's what the title says. The main character is very nerdy from what I remember, and she has a crush on the quarterback of the football team. And they basically end up being together, but after very long periods of will he, won't, will she, won't he, will, won't she, you get what I'm trying to say. Now Need is basically the same thing as the Nerve book, but not really, because Nerve had an app. Need had a whole website that the characters could go to, and the slogan that this website had was, tell me what you need, don't tell me what you want. So one of the characters was like, so basically you could put into the need thing, oh, I need money the next day, or like the website would be like, okay, we got your request, and then a few days later, oh wow, you have money. So one character was like, oh, I need an A in this class, and Need was like, okay, we got this request. But it's in the same vein as Nerve, because you would put what you need, and then Need would be like, oh well, we want you to go bury this in such and such's garden. Basically start doing a whole bunch of Need, Tradition, and Family of Liars. So those are the books I think y'all should read. For this video, if you did, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below any other reading type videos y'all want me to do. I've been really getting into my reading bag. Those are all the books I've read. Some of them I read this year, some of them I read last year. I actually don't know what book I'm on. My fifth? I don't know. Of this year. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all guys. I'll see y'all in my weekly vlog on Thursday. Love you, bye.